Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on CapnclydesMTG. And today, after the beginning of the new year, I think it's time we come to a realization that Magic products, especially collector boxes, will never be cheap again. So, with all that said, and before we talk about it, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. The comments down below are going to feed that YouTube algorithm. Feed it. Links in there to all kinds of stuff, the eBay, TCG store, Patreon, you name it, whatever. Check it out. Twitch is down there if you want to just play some games with the old Cap. Come on over and hang out. I think that's probably enough useless shilling for now. So, let's talk about, well, why Magic will never be cheap again. So, in the intro and that kind of premise, one thing I think nobody's really willing to talk about on a serious note is I don't think we'll ever see cheap collector boxes again as we know them. And when I say that, and the reason I kind of caveat that in there is, well, currently collector boxes, of 12 packs, certain number of cards, yada, 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 will never be cheap again unless Wizards changes it. And when I mean that, if you guys remember, starting with Aether Drift, we're going to have 30 packs a box, not 36. Now, that could make those boxes cheaper. It could make them the same price as they try to pad their margins. We don't know yet. But what we do know is if changes are coming to play boxes again after just 1 year, how long before they change collectors? And that may not come soon enough or at all at this point if this is the route that it's going, because some of the changes already made to collectors has had a big impact. The reduced print runs. People didn't believe it, but they're here. This is Foundations, okay? This is a set that is going to be legal for 3 years. And I don't mean just it's printed, legal for 3 years, rotates out. I'm talking a constant foundation, hence the name. Basically the core set, which will be in print for the entirety of 3 years. And if you even look at it like that, these prices are still insane. We're looking at actual play boxes around $130 before tax. That's as much as a set with a limited print run. And this we know will be around for 3 years, so that's kind of absurd. But again, to go back to the collector boxes and how they'll never be the same, look at this. We have $354.99 collector boxes. But if you actually go in here and look at it, you have it right here. This is a Japanese box. This is not American. You should always think about American because, yes, you can get foreign language cheaper. Of course you can. But you know what else you can get? People not to buy them because they're foreign and they don't know what the hell they say. But we digress. If you look on here, the box is really $400. Okay? That is absurd. And the fact that this is the cheapest, like literally the cheapest out of everything by a penny. But that is insane to think that a collector box of a core set, that the cards in it are going to be around and in print for 3 years, can be $400 little after release. We're almost, 90 days after release now? Let's take a look. Let's try 6 months. How far back to go? August. So, August, September, October, November, December. We're going into the 6th month of the release of this set, and these boxes did not dip, and as you've seen, have only gone up. Oh, there's a short dip here where it was $300 and went down to $299. Should have bought in then, I guess, since they're $400 now. But anyway, point being, why is that? It's hard to say. I have a little tinfoil hat theory. Let me find it real quick here. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Anyway, the announcement of MSRP set a standard of what people should expect to buy, and because of that, A, people got sticker shock. We all know that. B, it gave distributors, resellers, whoever, we'll say, go ahead to raise their prices because, hey, this is what it's supposed to cost. So it's what I'm going to charge. And if you don't like it, then fine. And then some people are like, oh, I'll give a $5 or $10 discount. You didn't see the prices like you used to. Anybody remember when we used to get, collector boxes for like $170 on pre-order? Yeah, remember that? Do you remember that? Well, good, because you'll never see it again. This is a strange new bull market that I think we're going to be in for the foreseeable future for at least 2 to 3 years. With the way this year is already shaped up and the products that are coming out, this year's not going to change. So you're going to have to wait to 2026 to get cheap collector boxes. And to do that, they're going to have to F it up so bad that nobody wants them. And then what are you going to do with them? You're not going to want them either, so hurrah for everybody, I guess. I don't know. But looking at this, I mean, $400 for a collector box. But if you look at the foils that you can pull out of there, 80, 90 foils. Now remember, all these fractured foils, none of these are serialized. None of these. These are just foils. I mean, they're fractured foils. They're different. But they're not a serialized foil like we had in the past. And those cards went for thousands sometimes, depending on the card. And that's insane to think that they found the secret formula where without serialized cards, they can have cards with these high price tags. And to be fair, this doubling season here for $80 is not fractured foil. It's normal. Yeah, these are all fractured foil. This one's a fractured foil. Guess what? This one's not. A fractured foil. $189 full art foil, Sire of Seven Deaths. So, yeah. Something that, guess what? You could possibly pull in a draft play box. Slim. Odds are slim. So slim. But possible. And it's still $189. You've got this one here. It's a fractured foil. It looks great. And $319. Are you kidding me? It says here $129, but if you go in here and look at some of these actual prices, especially the foils, $250, the market value is not what you see on face value because sometimes those are skewed by how the market has or has not been selling and based off of, price listing. Like, for example, I would love to have one of these Llanowar Elves here. Matter of fact, I'd love to have 4 of these. However, $414 for a lightly played foil, that is not even close to what they had listed on the other page. And I sure the hell ain't paying this for it. So, out here it says $350. Market value, $467. So, there are wide gaps in the market right now about what things are worth versus what they're being listed for versus what they're selling for. And it's skewing a lot of people's, I think, identity about what card products are really worth. And if this foundation debacle, we'll call it, because it's really what it was and people saw it come out, and I'll be completely honest with you, I didn't buy any of this set, and I regret that decision to this day. Still, with all that said, I've learned my lesson going into Innistrad Remastered. So if you look at this is a remastered set, and it's selling for $323. Now, these are some of the cards that are in there. All great cards, but I want you to think about this for a minute. This is a remastered set for $323, $2,000 for 6, versus a foundation set, which is also all reprints with fractured foils and everything, and it's selling for less as a remastered set. And people are still shocked that this product is as expensive as it is, when yet we have foundations going through the roof and people can't make that connection. So I'm here to tell you, if you can get this product at the current price here, $323, $350 after tax, maybe less than $400, it's probably gonna be a good buy. Because I just don't see how this doesn't just keep going up. I mean, we know about already the poster cards here, which we've already seen are very popular among the collectors and players. And I think these prices here are a little cheap. But then again, you got to think about it. These are reprints, and also $120 for a non-foil. Holy cow. Yeah, if we were to dive into this and see what a foil card... Wow, look at that price jump. If we were to dive into this and look for something that was a foil edition here, $240. So, yeah. And again, that's just the normal poster cards. That has nothing to do with the regular cards here, like Edgar, this Emrakul, the Promised End, or the one, from what we're understanding, serialized card of Edgar, which, if there is only one serialized card, and there's only 500 of them, holy cow, is that thing going to be expensive? Meaning that this product is going to be absurd until all those serialized cards are found. But if they are all found, we'll never know, because we'll never have enough information gathered probably to show, A, they were all found, and B, we saw what happened when the One Ring was found. Prices didn't dip. So I think we need to get that kind of mentality out of our head. So yeah, moving forward, I want to hit you guys up with, if you're looking to be in Magic, you're looking to play, my honest suggestion is every set that comes out, no matter what it is, jump on it, buy it as cheap as possible, obviously from a trusted source who won't cancel your orders. And if you can't do that, well, we're going to have to pay out the nose for it, because shit ain't cheap no more, because it ain't 2024. Hear that? I'm a poet and didn't know it. Anyway, so thanks a lot for watching, guys. It's going to be interesting. One last thing. I did manage to get Innistrad collector boosters to open on the channel. If all goes well, cross your fingers, knock on wood, pray to the gods, it doesn't get canceled. And if so, I cannot wait to open them with you and do some real box value prices, because this could be a brave new world. So until next time, be kind, and as always, I hope to see you across from the game table, if we can even afford it. Anyway.